Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we're going to talk about Magical Girl Friendship Squad.
I can't even say that without laughing.
Magical Girl Friendship Squad, which we were hoping was going to be a parody of Tumblr cartoons.
I was. By the way it looked, I thought it was a parody. I honestly did, but I should have known better.
No, the only humor is in how the public is reacting to this show. Now, we're going to talk about this show. Pinky Boo actually watched an episode of it. I saw a part of it. But we're going to talk about the reaction to it. And thank God we had nothing to do with this one. Like, you all hated this show without us getting involved.
Right. We didn't, but according to Twitter, our opinion doesn't matter. So if people hate shows, that has nothing to do with us anyway.
Yeah, we're just a bunch of hate mongers. So this.
No, but I mean, people don't listen to us. They said.
They said they don't
I guess
listen
it
to us.
wouldn't matter even if we had said something.
It doesn't matter what we think, but people hate this show.
Doesn't matter what we think, but we're going to trash you every chance we get.
Well, we're going to point out the flawed logic in shows like this. Now, we saw a trailer for Magical Girl Friendship Squad a couple months ago, when Sci-Fi announced that they, because of the shutdown, basically they're going to go all in on cartoons, and they had this and some stupid looking zoo cartoon and whatever, and we're like, oh, okay, whatever. So then they put the first episode up on YouTube, and there's been severe backlash. It wasn't a parody. It's very, very funny, but it's not a parody.
It's better if you look at it as if it was a parody.
It's better if you're smoking what she's smoking, I think. But this show is painfully 2015. Like, this is some of the jokes. I'm like, nobody even gets the Gamergate references anymore.
I know.
Why are you so obsessed with this? Is like somebody was like working on this show back in 2014, 2015.
We're gonna steal anime and magic girl shows, but we're gonna hate on anime.
Yeah, right. So we're gonna talk about some of the backlash in regards to the show, and the fact that it's actually on Sci-Fi, which seems to have an anti-anime agenda. They really don't like anime or anime fans over there.
People who don't like
Sci-Fi.
She-Ra.
Yeah, people who don't like She-Ra. And I also want to point out the complete failure to gain an audience on YouTube. This show has been, the first episode has been widely promoted. It's online. You can watch it for free on YouTube, and in over a week, 11 days. It's only managed to get 30,000 views.
Oh my God, that's so bad.
Do you have any idea how hard you have to try to fail that badly as an animated short on YouTube? YouTube animated shorts.
And being from a Sci-Fi or from supposedly a major place.
Well, I'm going to talk about that, but this is all bullshit and lies too. Sci-Fi's YouTube channel is not great. I mean, we're talking Sci-Fi, which is owned by NBC Universal, and they can't even break 100. They're lucky if they can break 100,000 views in a day.
But they're claiming they have 400 and some thousand subs. Okay.
Yeah, so this is what we're talking about. When, and this goes back to that kind of unified theory of everything, that these pop culture news outlets that are bankrolled by Hollywood are mostly astroturfed. It's not real. They're not real. But there's no excuse for why an animated short on YouTube can only pull in 30,000.
More downvotes to upvotes.
Yeah, the ratio is not good. More downvotes to upvotes. But we're going to talk about that. So before we get into it, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. We do talk about animation a lot. We talk about comic books, anime, and this is sort of the nexus of all of that. All in one place. This is like an early Christmas present for us, this show.
Oh, you think so? Okay.
It's like opening
I think it's more like a lump of coal.
It is. I was thinking opening a box, thinking it's a puppy, and it's just a pile of puppy shit.
Yeah.
And the puppy went back to the pet store.
That I can see.
Okay, that's what it is. So yeah, we were hoping this was going to be a parody and it would be maybe clever. Something it's not.
It's not. We thought maybe it was like, yeah, they were just making fun of stuff and the just like we kind of do. But no, they're taking themselves seriously. But it's funny because they're taking themselves seriously.
So. Only 30,000 views in a week and a half coming from Sci-Fi. Holy hell. Again, more downvotes than upvotes. We've got comments like this. Being Puppy Cat, but directed by the Steven Universe Tumblr fandom. Jesus Christ. It's like watching someone check off boxes on a list.
Yeah, just the commercial was like that.
There are so many talented artists and writers on the internet. And yet this is the idea they chose.
Sci-fi, the people that were white knighting for She-Ra so hard it was ridiculous.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that. Is the sci-fi demographic just a bunch of hip Tumblr girls now? I'm not trying to sound funny, I'm just curious. This is so bad, you'd think that it's satire, but you realize it's actually serious.
Yes,
and you get depressed.
exactly.
Yikes, this was all kinds of terrible. We had nothing in this. Sci-fi and showrunner, if you're watching the video, we didn't even talk about this. I didn't even know it dropped. This is all on you.
Oh, you can't. Yeah, you can't turn around and blame us.
Clownfish
I love
TV.
how we're somehow both responsible for things for things failing, yet no one listens to us at the same time.
They listen. They do listen. They hate listen. Scott Pilgrim versus the world, but make it terrible. Well,
exactly.
There's a lot of talented artists and animators, and this is what you decided. Why are we still here? Just to suffer? Every night I can feel my leg and arm, my fingers, the body of. Oh my god. The dialogue reads like tweets. Nobody actually talks like this.
Yeah.
This is like comics now. It's the same thing. Like, a lot of the people writing these shows and writing these comics are fresh out of college. They have no real life experience. So, yeah, the dialogue reads like a bunch of freaking social media posts. The show's inspired by anime. No, it's not. This is disrespectful to any anime show until Led Zeppelin used blues and existing chord progressions and made them into something great. That's inspiring. This is thrashing anime and other foreign cartoons. This is ugly.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm going to talk about that because that is one of the things that really irritated me about this. And then we'll go out to some of the Twitter reactions. Was that there are scenes in the first episode where they mock, well, again, just to put you where their headspace is, it's 2015. Just pretend it's 2015 again. A Gamergate shirt, a Pepe shirt, and this guy's wearing an anime shirt. Because these are the toxic males. Notice how
everybody else has colorful hair and very colorful when they're very muted and like, you know, I don't know.
It's all white people look the same.
It's just
it's a problem. All white men.
Are they supposed to be white men? I can't even tell what they're supposed to be.
They're of indeterminate race. They're gray. They're gray and bleak.
They're like grayish, weird colored. Anyway.
So this is what kind of got me yesterday. I was like, for F's sake, Gamergate's way over. Pepe's over. In anime, still think people aren't trying to demonize anime fans? Yeah, totally are. And then I pointed out Sci-Fi had this ridiculous article a year ago, the troubling relationship between anime and fascism. This attack on, well, it's Attack on Titan, but attack on anime and anime fans. And again, like you said, they are constantly promoting She-Ra. Now, I don't know how they even keep this thing around because when they were doing the live stream in New York with the She-Ra staff, they only had like, what, 20 or 30 people watching it?
It wasn't a lot.
We had like 1,500 people watching us.
It was more than 20 or 30, but it
watching
wasn't a
them.
lot. Yes, that happened.
You know, I mean, come on. This is why they hate us. They hate us because they ain't us. Even the outlets you think that would love this show.
Ain't us, not anus, because it sounds like they hate us because
they ain't us. That was the joke in the movie too. But even the outlets you think that would like this show, like the AV Club, part of Gizmodo. Magical Girl Friendship Squad is fun, but banks more on dated millennial humor. Dated millennial humor. Nobody cares. Who's this show for? I must know, damn it. Millennials who enjoy jokes at the expense of other millennials. Some asshole I went to college with and his roommate, in other words. The boomers who still subscribe to cable and their Zoomer grandchildren who use their passwords to stream nonsensical background content for Fortnite TikToks.
What?
I don't know.
They're just really pissed at boomers and zoomers, but look who they forgot. Generation Xers.
They did, yeah.
Everybody always forgets us.
Nobody expects Generation X.
But you won't forget it when you meet us. Anyway.
You won't forget it when you meet us. Wow, the trailer makes me want to gouge my eyes out. Just rewatch She-Ra again.
Either series. Okay, I'll give them that.
I'll
give you that. Okay, I will give you that.
I love the episode where Glimmer has to choose between attending her mother's funeral and avocado toast.
Yes! What kind of cake do you want for your coronation when your mom just died? Thank you.
The state of cartoons these days. I don't remember this episode of Steven Universe. No, here's the thing. People say that we hate all kinds of cartoons we don't actually hate. I've actually given props to Steven Universe because at least they tried.
I mean, this was something new.
You know?
But it's the most over-the-top cliche load of shit. I mean, it's like if it was trying to be a parody, that'd be different because like making fun of it. They're making fun of it because they know it's full of shit. but it's not. That's what the kicker is. It's like, this has to be parody, right? No, the fact that it's not parody is what's troubling.
Well, okay, this show reminds me of another show that was actually created in 2015, and it just disappeared.
Yes, okay, yes.
It was called Gen Z. Did I send you a clip to that before? And it was like the most trope-filled, it looked like a parody of a Tumblr cartoon, and apparently it was a real thing, and it just disappeared down the memory hole. Everybody was offended by the trailer of this show. They're like, this is just absolutely terrible. And Gen Z has been reincarnated as Magical Girl Friendship Squad. I think that's what happened. That's the only possible explanation.
Both of these should never have gotten past the paper stage.
No, and I'm like, what the hell's going on at Sci-Fi? That they're just like, literally, we need to do cartoons quick. Just go get that pile of submissions and just pick one. They're all the same. It's all the same shit. Just pick one. But they're like, oh, we love anime. Let's take a shit on anime fans while we're at it. I love, Twitter hates it. Most recent Dirty Pair thing we're ever going to get, it's from Magical Girl Friendship Squad. That is unfortunate. Dirty Pair was pretty good. Reject Magical Girl Friendship Squad and stand by Chi, adorned by Chi. Magical Girl Friendship Squad is the Gen Z of 2020. Yes. Thank you, James. He/him. Anyone remember that shit, or must I suffer alone? Black Sage D. They're not even hiding it anymore. Magical Girl Friendship Squad is a show made by Tumblr for Tumblr.
And I don't know if I mean, we say it all the time, but I think this even insults Tumblr.
It does. It does. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Gen Z was like, hey, Tumblr kids. And it's the same thing. So I guess the villain in the show is Pepe Trump. Because,
pretty much.
That's not getting old at all. There's me. Say what the fuck you want about Star Versus, but after hearing about a recent show, I will say this. Star versus the Forces of Evil is far superior and a way better example of a Western Magical Girl series than Magical Girl Friendship Squad.
I would agree with you. I actually would agree with them on that, for sure.
Magical Girl Friendship Squad will say it's inspired by anime when clearly apparent that they have nothing but contempt for it.
Agreed.
I can't get over how Gamergate and Pepe live in these people's heads.
Yes, I know, right?
5 years too late. 5 years too late. You've got an awful Asian stereotype, Gamergate, Pepe, and an anime t-shirt and a show which is supposed to be inspired by Sailor Moon.
Exactly. That's why I was like, what?
Show's embarrassing. Bro, I didn't know that Magical Girl Friendship Squad was that hated. I knew people hated my timeline is effed because of it. When you show up and look for it on Twitter, it's just catalog people shit. Everybody hates the show. Just shitting on it. It's just insane.
We get the idea.
We get the idea.
Now, Pinky Boo watched it, and she said there's a couple jokes that are kind of funny. I mean, they're really on the nose. And she's like, it wasn't the most terrible thing ever, but it's not good. She's like, it's not good.
Yeah, I was pretty shocked. I came downstairs and I saw she had it on TV.
She wanted to see how bad it was.
Yeah, I was like, I'm like, she's watching it and they get high to transform.
Triscuit's like, but it's TVMA. And she looks at me and she goes, yeah, because there's a couple F words. And I was just like, yeah, well.
She's, she's a young lady now.
Her friends are from the UK. They use that word, in every sentence sometimes. I'm not stereotyping. I mean, it's just true that to them it's not as bad of a word as it is here, and no one thinks anything of it. She hears it all the time.
Yeah, so the more
I'm her mom.
There you go. That is true. She hears worse around the house. Yeah, it's just nobody's into this at all. I haven't seen anybody defend the show yet. Really.
Except for Sci-Fi.
There was like one, except for Sci-Fi. There was like one cartoon blog that was like, it's off to a pretty good start.
Is it owned by the same people who own Sci-Fi?
No, it's like some independent blog. But look, what the hell are they thinking? What the hell are they thinking?
It's bad, guys. It's really bad. I mean, the power of her birth control pills and her bong is what transforms them. It's really, it's just not good. Nobody likes it.
And again, we had nothing to do with this one. This is not on us.
Yeah, but the thing is,
we're observing.
The bad side is because of this, and because I'm sure it was pitched as a diversity, and
let's talk about that.
Because the way it was pitched, and because we're like, it was about inclusion and diversity, and that kind of crowd, far left, and all that. Even though the far left's hating it too. What it's going to do ultimately is it's going to hurt creators that are legitimately, diverse, because studios aren't going to take the chance on them because stuff like this fails. Oh, you said the animation was really crappy too, my
Oh, it's horrible.
Pinky Boo said the animation's awful.
It's like a bad Flash cartoon. Yeah, and that's true. And we talked about this in another video, that we have legit diverse potential showrunners, creators.
Doing fantastic things.
Doing amazing looking pitches, and they're going to get passed over for this kind of stuff.
And they're going to get passed over now because this stuff doesn't do well.
Yeah, they're going to be like, oh, well, we did a show that was kind of woke with the black girl in it, so we're not going to do any more black shows. Next.
Yeah, no, yeah.
And that's really unfortunate. And I know if you want a good follow, go out to Twitter and follow Honey Mutant Candle Squid. She's got a lot of other names in her name, but she actually is a legit black voice in the animation fan community, and she's got a really good take on all of this, and she'll call shit out. She'll be like, "Hey, these shows are
she should,
trash."
But I'm saying that ultimately this is going to hurt real diversity.
Yeah. Oh, I agree. Because you bet on the wrong horse. And then what happens is it's all bad. But it's, again, I think we have executives making decisions that don't know what the hell they're actually looking for. They're like, oh, we got to do cartoons because all of our live action shows aren't working.
This shit's cheap to make.
This shit is ships. Well, that comes with it too, I'm sure. This shit is cheap to make. But Sci-Fi, Universal. Like, I know you guys are hurting too. I know you had to lay a bunch of people off. 30,000 views on an animated short on YouTube in a week and a half.
I bet this will not be a meet and greet at Universal Studios.
Oh my God, can you imagine if it was?
Holding her bong and the other one holding the birth control pills.
Oh my God, they could do like a snack. It's like a bong and birth control pill ice cream, something. Yeah. But now what's doing even worse than this is that
someone else said the last 3 episodes are about this prom. What the literal, God forgive me, Mom, fuck is up with every stinking show having to be focused on the damn prom? This is an alternate universe, post-apocalyptic thing. Prom is what they called it. No, it's prom. God, it's prom. What the hell? Grow up. I'm sorry if you didn't like your damn prom or you didn't go. You know what? There's no rule for most places that say you have to go with a date. You could have gone with your friends. That's what me and my friends did. Had a blast because we didn't have all the stupid, worrying about looking good and worrying about eating right and worrying about, wiping our face properly and not having something between our teeth. We didn't care. We just went and had a hell of a good time and made it fun. And you know what? A lot of people didn't go like you.
No, I actually had a girl invite me to prom, and I didn't go.
And it wasn't me.
It wasn't you. That was years before me. But yeah. I thought prom was stupid, and I didn't want to go.
Right. So
I thought everything was stupid.
Does it ruin your whole life? Do you regret it every day that you had to put it in every show ever?
I don't think about prom at all, ever. I do still have recurring nightmares about being in high school and forgetting my locker combination.
I think everybody has that dream.
But, yeah, which is so weird. Like, where have you been for the last 20-some years? I'm like, I don't know. But other than that, I don't think about prom at all.
No. I mean, the fact that these people are so obsessed with prom tells you everything you need to know about the maturity levels of the people putting these shows out.
Yeah, and look, we've had people in the comments come in and say, well, it's an LGBTQ thing. I don't know. I know a lot of LGBTQ people who are just like, prom's a joke. I know
people that went to prom and they said, well, I don't see what the big deal is.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I don't know. I don't understand. Maybe it's again, this comes back to I think the age of the people they're getting to run these shows. You've got people that are like fresh out of college,
or they're 20s and they can't let high school go.
They can't let high school go. It's like it was like for them, high school was like 5 years ago. It's like
prom is the biggest thing in your life ever. That's just sad.
I didn't get to go to prom, but I got to burn millions of dollars on a TV show. So I had to get my angst out. But look, the first time or 5, it's like, okay, there's obviously some people have issues with prom. Every damn cartoon on the air in 2020 has a prom episode.
Yeah, it's getting ridiculous.
Did they make a pact or something? Or is this just because we have the same group of friends with the same issues creating all the entertainment?
I don't know. Get over a prom. For F's sake, get over prom.
Things you should not do as a showrunner prom. There needs to be no, or make a parody of a prom episode. Prom goes to hell.
They're all parodies of prom episodes, but they're not intended to be parodies of prom episodes.
Yeah.
Can we wrap this up?
We're going to wrap this up. So anyway, Magical Girl Friendship Squad. There you go. It's a thing. I don't see this one taking off. other than being a meme.
It's bad.
All right, we're going to wrap it up?
Yep.
Okay, so please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, and we'll talk later.
Bye.